the obvious one. What's it like to be home playing for the Aggies after, a fairly roundabout trip?
It's a blessing, man. Just, I was talking to my dad last night. Just being able to come to practices, being able to be in my college experience, and it's just a blessing, man. And also playing in the SEC, man, it's nice. And the traditions of being an Aggie are just so rich. Actually, my adopted parents are alumni. Yes, sir.
What are maybe some of the little things or places you like to go that you've been able to enjoy the last few months?
I say every time, Jesse's, Wings and More. They didn't have a Freebirds in Indiana, so probably Freebirds. And just being able to go to Houston, I went to a Jamaican spot a couple weeks ago in Houston. It was really nice.
What'd you go to order at Jesse's?
This is so fat and nasty. I'm not even gonna tell you. And I'll tell you. So I get bacon, potato, queso, and cheese. You gotta try it. It's fire. It's fire.
So you worked out with Ron Miller and Miles Garrett, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What was that experience like for you, and what did you learn from those guys?
Man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It was here, correct?
No, sir. It was up in Dallas at the Sports Academy.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So,
yes, sir.
What was that like for you?
It was surreal, just it's like, imagine meeting like Superman and him being 10 times cooler than you ever thought he was. Miles is kind of a more quiet guy. Von very expressive and very funny. It was a blessing being around him, and I made those connections, and it was just really nice.
And that Superman applied to both guys, not just.
Oh yeah, both of them. Yes, sir.
How did that get set up? How did y'all get set up?
There's a pass rush coach named Coach BT Jordan. He texted me and told me come down and train, and it was like during the off period. I'm like, stay in Dallas for a week and train with pros. Why not? And that was just kind of like that sort of deal.
Is there one thing that sticks out to you that you took from that that you're going to apply?
Man, a lot. I got a lot of game, and I built a lot of confidence out there, just seeing that I could fit in with those guys, working out with them, training with them, going to eat with them, just kind of living their lifestyle a little bit and realizing, they're just us, but a little older.
So how long was that y'all were together?
I was there for 3.5 days. Yes, sir.
How much did, your mom and dad and your adopted parents and your grandmother, how much did influence they have on you actually?
Oh, 100%, 100%. I'm sitting in that room with Coach Elko, man. I got 3 other schools to visit, and I'm looking at my parents, and they're just like, it makes the most sense. And I'm like, y'all think this is 100? This is where I should be? This is where I should be. Yes, sir.
So there are no hard feelings from the earlier time, because I think Coach Elko has pointed out you grew quite a bit since then as well.
No hard feelings at all, man. I think that just pushes me to go harder. I had a conversation with him the other day. We were just joking around. He's like, I think you're the only guy on the D-line that I didn't offer out of high school, and it just makes me want to go out there and prove it more that I belong.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Speaking of the other guys on the D-line, so you're so productive at Purdue. What can you do now, do you think, when you got a Shamar Turner next season, Shamar Stewart, and some of the other guys out? What do you think that's going to?
I think the sky's the limit. Those guys are going to make their plays. I'm going to make my plays, and I just think we're going to help each other make more plays. There's a lot of tension around those guys, and me as well. And we have a lot of good guys on the defensive line, on the defense. If we just keep working and getting better, I think we can be very special this year.
Who's the best defensive lineman you think on that front?
Huh?
Who's the best guy on that front four, do you think?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm asking.
I think we're all very good guys with different skill sets.
When you come to a new school, how do you establish yourself in the locker room as a leader and somebody to follow?
Just being myself, just coming here being myself, not trying to, necessarily change for the people here, but also not being overly strong and being the lone wolf, kind of just trying to integrate and, just see where I fit in and just come in here and put my head down and work and earn those guys' respect.
What makes this scheme a fun one to play in as a pass rusher?
Man, just, Bateman lets us go, man. He asks us what we want to do. And D-line coaches, very smart guys. They have good stunts and games. They kind of just, we have an input in the defense. And, when that happens, the sky's the limit as well.
What's it been like working with Coach Dawson? Has he lived up to his name?
Oh, it's amazing. The energy he brings just uplifts everyone. Going into, spring, to the season, it's nice. It's really nice.
Shamar Stewart told us a couple of days ago that his goal for this year was to get 15 sacks. Are y'all going to have a competition between you, and how realistic is all that?
I think for that guy, I mean, sky's the limit as well. If he thinks he can get 15 sacks, I believe him. You know, we can. Right now, me, Shamar, and Shamar, like both of the Shamars, they have like a little bet going on who can get to the ball first. And we've been trying to implement that this spring.
Said that.
Or win.
You know, just, you know, it's a $20 pot, you know.
Neil and Jesse's?
Yeah, Miller Jesse's, you know.
Do you have in the locker room, do you have a little bit of a target on your back being the top rated guy in the video game?
No, I mean, those guys, I don't think they really got too much into that. I think it was just cool that we're all in the game, and, you know, me being so good in the game, you know, I just think, like, everybody just likes to use me.
Who's the best on the sticks in the locker room?
Me. I'm the best. I'm the best. I just beat Israel Benjamin. He's so-called the best by, I think it was 40 the other day. So just definitely me.
It seems like everybody says me. So.
Shamar Turner, he beat me bad in Madden, but he can't mess with me in NCAA. He can't mess with me in NCAA.
With that game, do you like start, you know, very quietly on your own? Do you kind of like start at a lower level, or do you just immediately go to high school?
I've never played the campaign mode because they don't have defensive linemen. I never played it. My little brother plays it though. I think he started on Heisman. He has a couple. He started on Heisman. I think he's a linebacker. He plays for A&M now. He transferred from like some small school.
You guys voted on Nana to be the 12th man. What was it about him that you felt, or you guys felt he was worthy of having that jersey number?
Just how he pushes all of us, man. How hard he works. You know, like me and Nana was training in Dallas with us as well, and just seeing him come to work every day. You know, he's racing us, beating us in get-offs. Nana lifted after me this summer, and every time Coach Brad telling me, "Oh, you did 550, Nana did 555." Like, just, you know, he's a competitor, and he's been that way since I got here. And, you know, I just feel like he embodies everything. You know, scholar, great dude on and off the field, and he works his tail off. So I just think he deserved it.
So Shamar Stewart's goal is 15 plus. What are you aiming at?
Man, I got a goal that I've been having since I decided I wanted to embark on this journey, man. Just be a college All-American. You know, I can't sit up here and tell you how many sacks I can get. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna work every day to, you know, be that. Yes, sir.
Does the line feel like any extra pressure to get pressure? Because, you know, so much has been said about you guys and how important it's going to be for you guys to kind of control the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
You guys put a little extra pressure on yourself to be able to do that?
Oh, of course. You know, that's the standard. Like, we got to come and we got to shut guys down in the run. We got to be able to pass rush on third down, and that is what it is. Like, and the rest of the guys know that. Like, if you ask anybody else, they'll tell you the same thing. It is pressure, and we got to hone that, and we got to go out and, you know, get that job done.
Obviously, you played two years of big-time college football, but as a kid from Bryan, 3 weeks from around out there against Notre Dame, do you think it'll feel any different, or is that just old hat and, hey, it's football? You know, I try to say, you know, it's just football, but, I mean, let's be real. I have family in the stands that have never been able to come to a game. I've never played I played in the Big House last year in the Big Ten Championship the year before, but, you know, this is different. Like, this is the SEC, man, and this is like A&M. So I think there'll be a lot of nerves, but, you know, I'm going to hone that, and I'm going to try to, you know, do whatever I can to help us win.
So in the spring game, we saw some spin moves from you. I'm just curious, like, pass rush wise, have there been new moves you've been working on this offseason?
You know, I spent a lot of time crafting going into my sophomore year, and I have a lot of things in my bag. It's just, you know, learning like when to use them and just like using them more, because, you know, our O-line, they give different sets, so a lot of times I can't work some of the moves that I want to work. So, you know, I have a lot. Like, I can do spin move, cross chop, I can long arm, like step swat. I have a lot of things that I can do, but, you know, I try to keep it down and work things like, you know, 5 technique rushing, like, so I can get pressure on first and second down and things like that.
Speaking of the offensive line, what's that competition been like? How they helped you get better?
Man, we've been getting after lately, and you know, those guys are competitive, man. You know, they talk trash, I talk trash, and it's been fun. You know, Trey Zoom, Armaje, Mark, like Chase, like all those guys they're coming to work, and, you know, that's all we can ask. So we iron sharpens iron, and we just gonna go out there and keep getting better.
Miles or Vaughn give you any tips about for pass rush?
Oh, of course. Vaughn, man. Yeah, he's just, man, his like center of gravity and the way he can bend is just unreal. I don't think I can really replicate that unless I just go and, like, you know, lose all my bones and limbs and all. Like, he's ridiculous. But and same with Miles though. Like, I mean, his game is hard to replicate because he's just a specimen, and like, with both of those guys. But you know, the simple stuff like, you know, clearing and pass rush and just like, you know, obviously just that mentality. They were telling me, like, in the NFL, like, they don't coach you to, like, stop the run. That's just like what you have to do. And it's things like that, just giving me that mentality and giving me little tips and stuff.